Hello everyone, I am Zarek's Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to CG4. We start things off with the pirates, who are continuing their gold-gathering operations on two sides of the world. With an HI that spans across the map, the pirates are in a unique position to explore many islands at once. They have encountered the Corsairs, but seem to be friends with them so far. The Cursed have some gold on their home island, and are looking for more. The Memman Bridget is slowly making her way to the valuable Texas Island, while the fog-jumping Wisp has moved into the fog. The Vikings' turtles are almost home, and will give them some additional gold to work with. Corsairs are taking the Cursed UT away from their fleet operations. Speaking of, the Corsairs are doing well to bring in resources and gold. The Dutch fleet has been hampered by plague on the Prins Willem, and they are looking for a way to get rid of it. Meanwhile, their other ship is looking to gather resources and bring them home, so the Dutch can launch and expand their fleet. The Americans are resource gathering. However, metals are only worth 1 gold with the current resource rolls. The mercenaries are splitting up, with the Forward moving north and the Matuku moving on a southerly course. The French have large stockpiles of food on their small home island. Food is worth only 2 gold, so the French are eagerly waiting for the values to change before cashing any of it in. The San Pedro docks and loads a full hold of 5s. The Spanish have not given her a helmsman, though not by choice. There was not enough gold to give her one when she was launched. The Morning Star presses ever west, toward the archipelago, and more likely an encounter with the Jade Rebellion. The Jades are unaware of the Spanish to the east, and are focused instead on the archipelago and exploring it. The conglomerate move as one toward the archipelago, to bring back as much of the treasure that the Seeker found as possible. The Sea Tiger makes it home, but the Lady Provost is just short. The Hound and Half Moon are nowhere near home and in despair. Each ship has a full cargo of valuable textiles, however resources are set to change and they will not make it back in time. The pirates have launched, adding a couple ships to help them in their operations. The Cursed continue to slowly go about their business, with some exception. The Wisp has fog-jumped across the map to the mostly unexplored southeast region. And the Sea Duck has used a whirlpool to travel to the archipelago. The Cursed become the 4th faction to arrive at the archipelago. Some of the turtles have reached home, but the majority will not until the Vikings' next turn. The Corsairs also launched, adding 2 ships to their gold fleet. The Howl of Maine is close to docking and getting some much-needed resources. Meanwhile, the Prins Willem has set a northerly course, perhaps to try and give the plague back to the conglomerate. The Americans continue on, waiting for the resources to change and hopefully make metals valuable. The Forward continues north, though slowly. The Matuku, meanwhile, is close to an island. With that, the current round of resource rolls expired and new ones were needed. With much anticipation, the dice were rolled, with a 2-1 coming up for duration, only 3 rounds. More importantly was the value, which came up with the same as the previous round. Resource values would hold for the next 3 rounds of the game. The San Pedro makes for home, crossing over the whirlpool ring around the Spices Island. The Morning Star does not alter her course, heading straight for the archipelago. The Jade Sea Duck makes land on the southernmost island of the archipelago. The island is explored and textiles are found, but nothing else was good about this island. Enemy of the State gave the Sea Duck the mercenary keyword, and Celestine's charts made all islands unexplored to the Jades. The Jades placed it face down on an island in the northwest. Bad maps concern the Jades particularly, but there is nothing they could do about it. The conglomerate continues to move back toward the archipelago, intent on exploiting the vast treasure that the Seeker found there. The English have a sliver of hope. With the resource extension, it is possible that they will be able to cash in the valuable textiles on the Hound and Half Moon. The Lady Provost has docked home her load of food, however, and when combined with the food that the Sea Tiger had brought in last turn, they had 14 gold to work with. The English spent all of it, putting the Hyena with a helmsman and an oarsman into the water, and a helmsman for the Sea Tiger as well. And that wraps up this report. All factions are still growing and portions of the map are still unexplored. If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.